So welcome back guys to another part of the beach mansion, as I like to call it. So once we've done that and you've got your structure and everything else, which was in part 1, if you want to go and check that out, it is in the tutorial playlist on the channel. Something like this you should have. Fucking awesome stairs, some funky sort of buildings and everything else. But anyway, we're going to crack on with it as it stands at the moment. So obviously this whole thing needs to be filled in with stone for the time being. This will all be changed as well. Please do bear that in mind, guys. This will all be changed. Do not worry that it looks kind of, you know, maybe think it looks kind of cheap or tacky, or there's no texture to it. Detailing will be in part 3. This is just building the shell and everything else and all the other components that correspond with this as well. So please do bear that in mind. So once you've done sort of filling it in, you can pretty much eyeball this. So you don't need to do it the exact. You just need to eyeball this. And what you need to do is think of how big you want this sort of extra bit that's popping out. We've got one bit here that's going to pop out, which I didn't do in the tutorial, just to break it down and make it easier. And then this bit as well. This bit on this side has the same ethic and the same sort of thing as this side. I mean, you can have them the exact same size. So this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks along. I'm not sure how many of this one is, but you don't have to do it 7 blocks along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6, 7. There we go. Doesn't have to be like that, it's entirely up to you guys, but for the purpose of the tutorial, fuck it, we might as well. And what you want to do is build all the way along, and you actually want to build on this fence. That does sound a little bit creepy and a little bit weird, but please just trust me for the time being. Just build on this fence like so, and the same thing on this side as well. And you can actually come all the way onto this side, fuck it, let's make it 8. Like so, build all the way on there. You're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing? What the hell? That looks nothing like what we discussed. Well, it is and it isn't. You want to carry on building the rest of this, but you want to leave that frame there. This is where it gets a little bit tricky and a little bit complicated, and I might lose you in this, but please remember this is a YouTube video. We can always go back in time. So we're going to fill this one in. So we've got the measurements all correct for the, obviously, the bit that's coming out here. And now what you want to do is find the struts. Again, same thing with the iron. Come along here. Probably might seem incredibly weird once again, but do not worry, have no fear. And you want to come up to the same level as this one here. It's the same level, so find out where that is. You can build it all the way along. Doesn't matter if you go too far or too short, it doesn't matter, because you can always just cut things off. Same thing on this one, probably there. Yeah, see, that was too short, but not too bad. There we go, like so. So, after that, you're probably thinking, wow, what the fuck am I doing? What are you doing, Kev? You don't know. Well, just wait, please. Just wait. It all come together. It will all come together. So, once you have done that, you pretty much want to breach between the things here. You can actually have left those there if you wanted to. Just keep those there and make sure they're all connected, so it's like a box. Voila. Pretty simple. But we thought, well, I could have done that fucking ages ago. Why don't we just do that ages ago? Well, it's a little bit more trickier than that, and as obviously to say, it is the tutorial, and I wanted to break it down. So you actually could take all this away now. All of this go bye-bye. There we go. So you can see it is in proportion. Lovely jubbly. Hey presto. So this layer here as well, you can fill it in with your stone, like so. And this back bit here as well, as you can see, there's a line. This line is actually not sort of going to be here any longer, but we're going to keep it here just for the sake of the tutorial, because obviously it's the same thing on the other one over there. They are different sections, so please do bear that in mind when you are building these beautiful things. So, there we go. You've done that one, that's alright. This one we're going to do now as well, because obviously I've just talked about doing the other thing like that. So we're going to carry on building this one. Same thing on this one as well. It doesn't matter where you go, as long as it's the same height. And you can connect those as well. This is actually going to stand as it is. Please do not take anything away from this. This is going to stand as it is. As you can see, we're just making a square just to finalize the roofing and how it's all going to go. So there we go. So as you can see, it's one square there on its own, another square here that's on its own, and one more that's on its own over there. But they're just filled in. They're just filled in. You can fill this one in as well. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to do it real quick as well, just for the sake of the damn tutorial. So once you've filled this sort of little section in here as well, it actually goes slightly higher as well. This is kind of like a mansion. Please do bear that in mind. It is kind of like a mansion. Kind of not. But this one doesn't need to go too high. Please do bear that in mind as well. This one only needs to go an extra 4 or 3 blocks high. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to go 4. And 4 on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. This needs to connect as well. And then once you've done that, it's pretty much going to look something like this. And you want to do this all the way around. All the way around, even on this one as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing on this bit here. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll connect this one here. You can actually just leave this if you wanted to and just come all the way out, because obviously that is connecting to that bit as well. All the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come all the way along. Same thing on the structure as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect it again. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nice, simple and cushy. Nothing too hard just yet. Nothing's come up too complicated. The only thing that's complicated on this whole entire build is probably the roofing, if I'm totally honest. I'm totally honest. It's a different cup of tea, that. Different cup of tea. Let's carry on all the way over here. Connect that, and the same thing on this one as well. Go 4 high. So this needs to connect. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that needs to connect. And so there's this lengthways and widthways. There we go. Voila! So I should look something like that. Probably thinking, what the fuck is going on? Don't worry. Please don't worry just yet. We're not finished. So what you want to do now is you actually just want it really simple. Oh, I missed one here. Really simple is literally just pan out the walls, all of them, either the whole 3 sections. So that one, this one, all of these walls, you just want to fill it in with stone. Now please do bear with me, you just want to fill it with stone. I'll explain why in a few seconds, but I'm just going to fill all of the rest in with stone, just these sort of panels here, if you can imagine it, all of it stone, and once it's done I'll come back and show you the next step. So as you can see, all the panels are filled in now all the way along, same with this one as well, even in the insides as well. I put torches in, I can show you as well. There you go, little torches. I'm going to fill the rest of this one as well. Backs are done. Everything is pretty much done after that. Now, the hardest bit is to come right now. The hardest bit is to do the roofing. Now, you can do this any way that you want, or you can follow the tutorial, which I'm going to do right now, which is my version of roofing for section bits as well. If you don't know what I mean, I'll come and show you as well. If you're looking for any of these builds as well that you see at the moment, they are in the playlist, so do not worry about that. Like this one is 2 circles interlinked with the straight, and it's polished off really quite nice, but what we're going to be doing is the same sort of riveting and same pattern. Sorry about that, the doorman or the postman was at the doorman, wow. So there we go, that's what I mean about the roofing. So we're just going to carry it on this side as well. Now how we did that was really quite simple and easy. We did an overhang of 1, and then we carried on to build up on the other ones, but we won't do that just yet because it's a little bit hard and a little bit intricate and a little bit tricky if you're new to the roofing world. So after that we are going to grab a selected block for the roofing. Now what I was originally going to use was stone bricks, which I'm going to carry on because I need some. You can use anything that you want for roofing, it's entirely up to you. You know, you can choose and how I don't want the monster brick, I just want the brick. Stone brick, there we go. I'm going to change it for the stone one now as we're finished. What we're going to be doing is coming up 1 and coming all the way around. Now please do this in sections. It will get very confusing if you don't do it in sections. I guarantee that. If you're a fucking whiz though and a master builder and you're just looking for a build idea and the structure, then crack ahead. But if you're not and you don't feel as confident as anyone else doing this, please follow the tutorial. You know, just stay calm, just follow the tutorial. So what we're going to be doing at the beginning is literally just this. So we're coming up 1 and then just coming all the way along, and then coming all the way up on 1 and again. And the same thing as well, it just carries on and on and on and on and on. Same thing, all the way along, blah 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 blah. Now the same thing applies to this one as well, but this one obviously is not going to go as high as this one, no shit, because it's such a smaller building. So we're going to do this one in comparison to this side as well. Don't know what I mean by that, I'll show you real quick. We carry on all the way doing this one. As you can tell, it's almost finished, which is pretty damn crazy. Pretty damn crazy. And there we go, that's pretty much it. Oops. Done. Yep. That's it. It's done. Probably thinking, well, okay, that was extremely pointless, but oh well. Not really. Not really at all. Now you can actually funk this up. You can carry it on all the way along here. Like so. You can take this shit out. You know, you can leave it like that, it's entirely up to you, but I'm not going to do that because that's fucking gay. I'm not going to do that at all. Take all this crap out. I'm actually going to follow the structure all the way around with this comparison one as well. Like so. So I'm going to make it onto this one as well. Now the inside is not that much at the moment. Please bear that in mind. The inside is not going to obviously reflect on the outside. The outside is what you want to be going for. So just think about the outside result. Don't think about the inside just yet. The inside can be altered at any time. Really freaking easy to alter the inside, but the outside is where the magic happens, baby. And that's what you viewed the thumbnail as, and that's why you've probably come over here. So as you can see, boom. It looks like it's actually connected now, which is something that you want. Something that you really want. So once you've done that, I'm going to do the exact same thing as the other side. Probably not come one in. It's going to go one out. So as you see, just carry on. Whoops. This method. What the hell am I doing? So all the way around the structure. I do apologise. And then just carry on all the way the same thing. Now you can do the exact same thing on this side as well. So there, I'm going to do it while coming into it. If we get rid of most of this, because obviously it doesn't apply for that. I'm going to come on this bit. Carry on all the way around, just a little bit, just to show you the connection and everything else. So, like so, I build this one up. I'm actually going to overhang this. This is going to have a lip as well. I'll show you what I mean by that later on, probably in detailing. You can see there, so we're going to come in one now. And then we're going to go up again one as well. See what I mean by one at a time? Don't all connect it together as well. It will just look. It will get really complicated. Trust me. Trust me when I say that. There we go. So as you can see, voila, like that. And then after that, you just basically carry on building the big one, which is really damn easy. Which is the following steps of this one, all the way along. Apart from this, obviously, doesn't do that because it comes this side. But yeah, just follow all the way around. I'll show you a quick thing as well. I'll just show you a quick snippet of what it actually looks like, and then we'll carry on. So I'm going to quick snip it now. So as you can see, the roofing is almost there. As you can see, we've actually got the main structure. It's probably thinking, well, it's a little bit blocky, it's a little bit dumpy, a little bit outdated, a little bit shitty. Don't worry too much just yet. We're going to sort that out. Other thing to point out as well, guys, is that make sure that you've got lights if you're using survival in your actual building. I know it sounds stupid to give a reminder, but it's very true because a lot of people will not light the area. Another thing to point out as well, if you look at the sort of strut beams that's in the middle here, this one that goes all the way around, this is actually another floor. So don't put anything on the white stuff. I'll show you what I mean. Doesn't really matter where the torches go at the moment. This whole section here, this white stuff here, whatever you're building with, so it's obviously going to be with wood, needs to build all the way along as well to make a second floor. Now I'm not actually going to show that because I've just explained it. It's really quite simple and easy just to follow. Just make a freaking long platform all the way along here for a second floor, and then once you've done that, we will continue on with the roofing. So once you're back onto the roofing now, all we need to do is grab a few extra blocks, which we're going to change inadvertently as well. We don't need the wooden stairs anymore. We are going to need the other stairs, which is going to be our stone stairs, if there are any that are awesome. So you're going to need a stone brick, stone slabs, and stone stairs to finalize the build of your actual bloody thing. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll show you. So under one each, all you need to do now is pretty much just follow a slab all the way around. You can actually miss a couple ones as well. They don't need to actually connect to that much. And then all the way along around like so. There we go. All the way around the perimeter, the whole damn thing until it all connects. And then the same thing on this side. You just want to come up an extra one. And then after that an extra one. Keep going all the way up to the tippy top. And once you've done that, we will come back and see what it looks like. As well, guys, please do remember, if you do get stuck on things and you're a little bit worried on how things do, make sure to take them in sections. For example, when it comes to this crossroad here, use your initiative, use your noggin. Just think really carefully what you're going to put here. So I'm going to put one here, here. This is okay, not too bad. Yeah, this one's going to carry on over here because obviously that makes sense. All the way along over here. Obviously I haven't done this bit here, come all the way out. Put another bit here. Gonna miss a bit like so. Miss a bit. This needs to connect though, but we'll sort that out in a minute. Other two here. Just leave one on the corners, I think it gives it a sharper edge. Like so. Same thing on this side, all the way along. And the same thing on this side as well. But we'll sort all the edges out in a minute. Don't panic. Calm your freaking tits. Calm y'all tits. And you can just leave it like that, but we're not going to. This is what it will look like all the way across. And then when we finish, I'll show you how to congeal it and can mold it all together. Really quite easy. So we're going to do all the slabs all the way around, including this one over here, all the way around. And I'll show you what it looks like. So once your roofing is done, it should look somewhat like this. I'll have a quick pan around so you guys can see it. Obviously missing one from each corner. Obviously these need to connect, but these don't, as you can tell, all the way around. Have a little look. Same thing again, all the corners are cut in really quite nicely. Only advice I can give on this, guys, is literally freaking concentrate. Honestly, concentrate. Because otherwise you're going to freaking miss a block like pretty much what I did there, to be totally fair. And yeah, it's going to go pretty much fucking tits up. So the thing we're going to be doing now is actually connecting all of these things in conjunction with each other. Now it's pretty darn simple and easy. All you need to do is find the higher block on the actual thing you want to merge into the other thing. So for instance, this side want to merge into this side, and just continuationally just come over with it. So for instance like this, you can switch it up if you have a couple of other bricks as well. This needs to merge onto this side, and then you flip over to this side so you know what you're doing, you know where you can see it and everything else. So this needs to switch onto this side. Don't worry about the inner sides too much at the beginning, they can be changed, everything can be changed, don't worry. Remember guys, you still want to keep that side cut in as well, please remember that as well. See that there, this one wants to come over here, like so. I think that'll do. Connect that one because obviously it's corresponding to that. And that's pretty much how you connect it and cut it in. So it looks pretty silky but smooth. So instead of something like that, you can cut it in something that looks like that. Same thing on this side as well. Flip on the other side that you want to look at, sort of merge it. So this side we're going to be looking at this side to correspond in that. Then merge it this side, and then we'll come up here and merge it that side. This has to merge over to here. Same thing on this side as well. I want to come up over here. I'm going to come up over here. Probably going to do something like that. Come a little bit further, if I can do. Oh, a little bit too crazy. Thing is as well, you can do most of this. You can actually do by eye. You don't actually have to sort of look into it that much. This needs to come a little bit further. One up there. One like that. That would do. One like that. Beautiful. Something like that. Just using your common sense and initiative, and pretty much get it all done. Also as well, looking at different angles, different perspectives and everything else. You know, you can tweak about it, it can move, it can look around. Like for instance, I don't like these here, you can take them off. Don't like them there. What's that look like? That looks okay. I mean, these could go to a 1 block. Don't really like the look of that. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. It's all by eye, and all you need to do is just then connect it. So that's pretty much it on that one. Part 3 will be coming out very, very shortly, which will be the detail, windows, structure, frame. The rest of it just needs to be completed. And yeah, I'll explain how to do all of that very, very soon. But thanks guys ever so much for part 2. Part 3 is coming up very soon. I hope you enjoyed. Killer Kev here, and Killer Kev out.